Hey everybody, I've been asked to read on Roy versus Harper. That is the case that the Supreme Court is going to be reviewing in October that could affect voting rights. Now, what it affects is the way states send electors or choose electors for federal elections. And since we're not having a federal election at midterms, it won't affect that until 2024. And then it also affects how states do districting. So again, that won't really affect any elections until 2024 because they're reviewing in October, and I don't know that states can go out and scramble and change the districting right before midterms. That just, especially when they have to be voted on by the legislatures and all that kind of thing. So I'm going to go ahead and read on it, even though the effects of it won't be felt until 2024. And not only that, even if the reading comes out kind of gloom and doom so far as that case goes, there's still the opportunity to pass legislation on voting rights, separate from the Supreme Court's decision on that case. So really a lot of stuff up in the air, and a lot of stuff up to us and how we vote in the next election. So the next election is important in that regard, in regard to voting rights in general. But the case itself is not going to affect elections until 2024. So Moore versus Harper. Supreme Court. How is the Supreme Court? Show us what the Supreme Court is going to do with Moore versus Harper. Moore versus Harper. The Supreme Court, reviewing in October of this year. Let's see how that review is going to go. Okay, in the center we have justice in reverse. No justice. Doing something unjust, unethical, against the law. Crossed by temperance in reverse. Not even staying moderate. So really trying to overturn something that's already been decided, and that was protecting voting rights. So that's the center. That's the focus. What are they going to do? At the base of it, the why, we have the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. So working against yourself. Doing work that others don't necessarily approve of. Let's see, in the past, strength in reverse. Loss of strength in the past. Right next to the justice. Justice and strength reverse. The Supreme Court's losing its strength and justice is what I'm going to say. On the mind, what do we have? Six of Pentacles in reverse. So Six of Pentacles upright is usually about wealth redistribution, or redistribution of wealth, doing things to make things more balanced and equal. It can be about fairness and money, but it's reversed. So inequality, voting rights, inequality. This is all so far pretty, in fact, every card is reversed. It's pretty negative. Near future, Ace of Pentacles. an opportunity in the future. An opportunity for a new beginning. Now we're talking about the Supreme Court, so that's saying they definitely have the opportunity to do this. Definitely coming up. This is October. U position, the moon in reverse. That is insanity. That is insanity. That is confusion, which it would create a lot of confusion, especially at the state level, if they were to overturn that case. Moore versus Harper. That's what we're talking about. In the environment, we have the King of Swords in reverse. Wow, all these. Now, the King of Swords is usually a justice-related card. It can be a judge. This can be a judge, and it's reversed. That's a bad ruling in the environment. So that's the environment. That's talking about the Supreme Court, because that's where this case. That's the environment that this case is coming into. And then hopes and fears. What do we have? Two of Pentacles in reverse. So there's an imbalance in the courts. And then the outcome. King of Pentacles in reverse. So that's poor. That's bad advice. That is poor planning. That is someone whose ideas and whose leadership is going to cause problems. So I do see them. I do see them reversing. I mean, this whole reading is reverse, 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 reverse. There's only one card that's upright, and this is this Ace of Pentacles. Now, that could refer to an opportunity for Congress to come in and circumvent all this. That's the only card in here that's upright. They could pass the voting rights legislation, which would just basically nullify the Supreme Court's decision on Moore versus Harper. But will they do it or not? Because this card is telling me that it will be reversed, and this opportunity may come, or opportunity may be passed by for now. May have to come later after the next midterms. It really depends on how people turn out to vote. What kind of, if we vote for people who are for voters' rights, then we can deal with the fallout from this. Not on the federal level now, we can, but on the state level, that might be, well, again, voting rights could help even at the state level. So we shall see, but I do see the Supreme Court just nullifying that case. Thanks, everybody.